I was just listening to something on TikTok that kind of hit me hard. I mean, it was a really profound statement, true statement, and something that probably will stick with me for a while now because I never really looked at it in the way that I heard it. And I heard it from one of my longtime friends, actually, from my hometown, Elmira. Jeremy Wilson is his name. And he said, when you're alone, he said, you think about a lot of things when you're alone. I guess this is when you get a little older because a lot of us find ourselves in situations that we're alone in a lot as older people. Not to say that we didn't find ourselves in them situations younger, but we didn't really sit and use the time wisely as younger people. If we found ourselves alone as younger people, we got out there and we, said, nah, I'm not trying to be alone, so I'm going to find such and such and such and such, or I'm going to call such and such and such and such. But when you get older in age and you find yourself alone in a lone situation, not to say that you're alone. I mean, you could be around people all the time and still be lonely. I mean, that happens. It does happen. So if you find yourself in that situation, you get to thinking about a lot of things, and you like Jeremy said, you find yourself. You actually find yourself. You discover who you are. You discover your soul. You discover your ways. You discover your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs. You think about them really, really hard. So he said, one of the things that you think about, one of the things you discover is all things that you thought were good for you were bad for you. And all things you thought were bad for you kind of was good for you. All the people you thought were bad, some were good. And all the people you thought were good, some were bad. That's the statement he made. And I thought about that when he said that. I'm like, wow, that's like so freaking true. And I can think back on all the people in my life that I thought were good and turned out to be horrible. And there's quite a few that I thought were horrible that were actually good people. A lot of situations I were in, I didn't like. I thought I didn't like. And when I think back, there were situations I probably should have dealt with because they were probably good situations for me, good times in my life. All the situations that I thought I liked, absolutely, a lot of them were not good at all. So I don't have a lot to say. I just kind of wanted to put that out there because I thought to myself when he said that, a lot of the friends that I look back on, a lot of the people that I know, some of them are gone now. Some of the people that I thought were my friends were never my friends. Some of them are gone. Man, I can think of one that I could have swore we were cool as hell. I mean, we were never cool. That dude used me to no end. And it was one of my very, very vulnerable times in life when I was deep in my addiction. And he used my addiction like crazy to his advantage, to use me in whatever way he wanted to use me in. When I think about that, I get very, very, very upset. And I think about the people, some of the dudes that I was involved with who took advantage of me and looked at me as weak vulnerable, and because I was in my addiction, and swore they could beat me and bullied me and things of that nature. And I knew in my heart, in my head, that if I hit this dude one time, I'm gonna lay him out. I knew I could beat these guys, and it's just I was so vulnerable in my addiction that I just couldn't. I didn't have the heart. All my motivation was gone. All my heart was gone. All my courage was gone because I was in addiction. So it looked like it actually looked like they could beat me or use me, and a lot of them did use me. Got over on me, things of that nature. But, again, I don't want to get to rambling, but I just thought that was a really profound statement that Jeremy made. And I want to just, I wanted to, add to it and capitalize on it a little bit. And, you go through life and you just realize, it is what it is. Again, the people you thought were good, some of them were bad. People you thought were bad, some of them were good. Situations you thought were good for you were bad for you. Situations you thought were bad for you, some of them were good for you. And as you get older and you think about it, you just, you realize you're like, it is what it is. And you just learn from it, man, and you move forward. So I just wanted to elaborate on that. And, I be following Jeremy on TikTok, and I see him. Dude has grown up, man. I remember when Jeremy was a kid, man. Him and his brother, Jackie Wilson, God bless the dead. I remember both of them as kids. His father, Jackie Wilson's father, Jackie and Jeremy's father, Jackie Wilson, was good friends with my father. And he was close to our family. So I'd seen the father, Jackie Wilson, quite a bit, and I kind of was raised with him. Not raised with him, but growing up, I seen him a lot. He was around a lot. So I know that family pretty well, and I do remember Jackie and Jeremy as kids, man. But they both grew up, and unfortunately, Jackie, died at a young age. And I watched Jeremy grow up, and become a man and make mistakes and do what he got to do. And I've been watching him on TikTok, and he's actually, he's doing what he got to do. He's living his life like we're all trying to live our lives and move forward and be successful and just live, man. It is what it is. So big shout outs to Jerm. Keep doing your thing, Jerm. Just wanted to elaborate on that for you real quick. So, all right. God bless everybody. Y'all be cool. Stay safe out there. Later.